The City of Rockingham sponsored a church security preparedness seminar yesterday at First Baptist Church in Rockingham. We've got the recap. Plus, Dr. Mark Harris filed for Congress today, officially setting up a showdown between him and incumbent Robert Pittenger for the 9th District's Republican nomination. Ellerby Strawberry Festival and the same car involved in 2 separate wrecks on the same night. All that and more on tonight's edition of Live at 5. Richmond County's Nightly News starts right now. Good evening and welcome to your Monday edition of Live at 5, brought to you by Richmond Community College. I'm Lance Jenkins. For more information about Richmond Community College, visit Richmond CC on the web at richmondcc.edu, or you can call Richmond CC at 410-1700. Let's get right to it now for tonight's top story. Active shooter incidents are becoming more prevalent in our country and around the world. Just yesterday, 5 people were killed in Russia by a shooter who attacked a Christian church. The City of Rockingham sponsored the event Preparation Sunday yesterday afternoon at First Baptist Church of Rockingham to give local church leaders some pointers on how to better prepare and protect their members from potential intruders. The presentation was developed and delivered by Rockingham Police Chief Billy Kelly and Lieutenant Detective George Gillenwater. Kelly, a 26-year veteran, and Gillenwater with 12 years of experience, both have tactical backgrounds and both teach rapid deployment. This class, according to Kelly, is designed to train officers on response to active shooters. Lieutenant Gillenwater discussed important steps a church can take for preparedness in order to defend itself from an attack, as well as how to respond if an attack does in fact occur. Gillenwater noted, quote, "When the church is in service, the exit should be exits only," end quote. He was advocating that doors leading in and out of the church be locked so that nobody can enter from outside while the people inside can open the doors to exit the church. For the full recap, you can read Chuck Tim's story on today's edition of the Richmond Observer, richmondobserver.com, and the official Richmond Observer app. Mark Harris, conservative Republican candidate for North Carolina's 9th Congressional District, officially filed for Congress today, just after 4 o'clock p.m. at the North Carolina State Board of Elections in Raleigh. Harris launched his campaign last year for the 2018 congressional election after a failed Republican primary bid in 2016, when he lost to incumbent Robert Pittenger by a mere 134 votes. This time, instead of a 3-person race that included then-candidate Todd Johnson, the race is expected to be strictly between Pittenger and Harris for the Republican nomination. Harris previously served as senior pastor at First Baptist Church in Charlotte, but stepped aside early last summer to contemplate another run for Congress. Pittenger has been representing Richmond County and the surrounding area as a member of the United States House of Representatives since 2013. The primary election will be held on Tuesday, May 8th, and for more election coverage, continue to visit richmondobserver.com in the coming weeks. Emergency responders were dispatched to a collision on East Broad Avenue at the entrance to Tri-City Shopping Center Saturday night around 6:35 p.m. When they arrived at the scene, the driver of one vehicle said that the other vehicle had struck her vehicle and left the scene. She was able to remember the tag number and gave it to the first law enforcement officer on the scene. Another call came in to the Emergency Communication Center regarding another wreck on Mill Road and Beaver Creek Road. The first officer on the scene noticed that the vehicle that had wrecked was the same description of the vehicle involved in the first wreck at Tri-City. This time, the white sedan had veered off the highway and struck a group of mailboxes and stopped in a ditch. No one was injured in either wreck, and the driver of the vehicle that fled the scene was taken to the Richmond County Jail with a number of charges. Don't hear about that often, that's for sure. Richmond Community College's Student Government Association, how about this, is challenging the community to pay it forward this week with random acts of kindness. The SGA's Pay It Forward Challenge officially kicked off last week on the college's campus with free pizza for all students. In exchange, students were given, quote, compliment sheets, and they were encouraged to pay someone a compliment. This week, the SGA is handing out Pay It Forward cards with a challenge written on the back to do something nice for at least 3 complete strangers and then give them a Pay It Forward card. SGA President Jessica Hall of Hamlet said the goal is for this challenge to spread beyond the college campus and into the community. Really neat story. You can read the whole story online, richmondobserver.com, and the free-to-download Richmond Observer app. Ellerbe will hold their first annual Strawberry Festival on May 12th. The Mother's Day Weekend Festival is being sponsored by the Ellerbe Downtown Merchants Association and will be an all-day event. The festival is still in development, and the Downtown Merchants Association encourages individuals and groups interested to participate in the planning sessions. The committee is continuing to accept vendors for the event and would like to have more crafts and arts as well as some additional food vendors. There's also an opportunity to assist the festival as a sponsor, and I am understanding today that they are actively looking for sponsors for the all-day event. You can read the full story on today's edition of richmondobserver.com and on the you can't believe it. It's free to download Richmond Observer app for Android and iPhone devices. Folks, stay with us. When we come back, I have the great pleasure of being joined in studio by Richmond County Hospice's own Sandy Black and Jessica Mims. They'll be in studio for an exclusive interview about an upcoming event tailored specifically towards children. It's going to be a really neat thing. We'll be talking about it right after these messages. Exit Realty Platinum in Rockingham has listed one of the most beautiful homes in Richmond County. Located in Rockingham on Ledbetter Lake, the home features 4 bedrooms with bamboo floors and a kitchen featuring stainless steel appliances and granite countertops, and a master bedroom that overlooks Ledbetter Lake, along with a spacious tile shower and the attached master bathroom. The open living space leads to the back deck with a perfect view of Ledbetter Lake, and the property features its own boat dock. Want to see this beautiful home? Call Nicole Hayden with Exit Realty Platinum, your source for homes in Richmond and Moore counties.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. From business to education, engineering, utilities, healthcare, criminal justice, information technology, and human services. At Richmond Community College, we can save you thousands of dollars on tuition through our university transfer programs that provide a seamless transition to universities and colleges throughout North Carolina. At Richmond Community College, we are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 5 curriculum programs entirely online. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact.
Hi, I'm Lance Jenkins, and welcome to your nightly news.
That ain't gonna work.
Oh.
You need to loosen up some. Let's get more
Okay.
at Sandhills.
All right.
So more relaxed, it's local, it's edgy, anything goes. So that what you just did,
No?
not gonna fly.
Okay. Is this better?
So much better.
And welcome back to your Monday edition of Live at 5. I have the pleasure now of being joined by 2 wonderful people from over at Richmond County Hospice, and that is Miss Sandy Black and Miss Jessica Mims. Great to have y'all in studio today.
Well, thank you.
So y'all have something really neat coming up soon that y'all do so much for the community. I'm going to praise them for just a moment because, and I know you didn't come here for it, but I'm going to give it to you. Y'all do so much you don't have to. and the community knows it. And y'all have got something coming up that is another fine example of doing something you don't have to, but is great for the community. And that is an event that's actually tailored towards children. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. It's our annual Children's Grief Camp, and we have it this year, Thursday, March the 15th. It's for children ages 5 to 12. For those who've experienced a loss. It doesn't have to be a death of a parent or grandparent. It could be the loss of, I'm trying to think of like if they go to foster care, so they're being separated from a parent, or if parents are going through a divorce or separation, that type of loss.
Yeah, so and this is event is entirely tailored to them. And it's coming up in March, is that right?
It is. Yep, Thursday, March 15th.
Thursday, March 15th. Okay, so that's and it's Camp Haven is what it's called.
Camp Haven.
Yeah, and so that's going to be really neat. And I've got all the papers here, and y'all have done a fine job putting all this together too. So what ages of children is this really tailored to?
We say 5 to 12, but I'll be glad to speak to someone. We actually are going to take a smaller child that's in Head Start because they have siblings.
Right.
So maybe we'll consider a little bit older, a little bit younger, just based on the family situation.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And of course, Camp Haven is what we're talking about if you're just joining us. And it's coming up on Thursday, March the 15th over at Richmond County. It's going to be at Richmond County Hospice on Highway 1 North. And it'll run from 11:30 to 3:15 that day.
It's going to actually be 8:30.
I'm sorry.
to
Did I say
3:15.
11:30? I meant
You did.
8:30. My apologies. 8:30.
8:30 to 3:15.
Gotcha.
And we'll provide lunch for them as well. We are
Oh.
very grateful to Pastor Cruz and his church that always provides a meal. So
And what's
we'll
his
have
church, Pastor Cruz's church?
It is the Church of God of Prophecy in Hamlet.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're always great to come out. They'll have hot dogs and all kind of goodies for the kids. So we
Absolutely.
certainly appreciate them doing that.
No, that'll be fantastic. And now, this is something I know a lot of people are wondering. Do you have to register in advance, or are you recommending that?
Yes, please do. We have an application, so if they need that, if they could contact me at the office, mainly because it gives us information about diet, because again, we'll be serving actually breakfast and lunch.
Yes.
So we need to know about dietary restrictions. T-shirt sizes, because we do provide a camp T-shirt, so we need to know that information, and any medical information or behavioral information that would help us just to work with that camper that day.
Absolutely. And of course, this is coming up Thursday, March the 15th over at Richmond County Hospice. It's Camp Haven. This is an event designed specifically for children, typically ages 5 through 12, that have dealt with grief of some capacity in their lives. And that is so neat to me. I know I said this earlier, how you all do stuff like this for the community when you don't have to. And you all seem so passionate about it. That's the thing. I mean, it doesn't seem like y'all come in here. I mean, for our viewers, they come in here just as happy as they appear. They do, and it's because they're passionate about it. I mean, what makes y'all so passionate? I just want to ask a personal question about what you do every day. What makes you so passionate about what you do?
I think it's just having a caring heart and feeling like you just want to. Just answer. Can we delete that?
Oh no, you're fine.
The sweat is rolling.
Oh, that's all right.
I think just believing in what we do,
It's hot here.
we do
That's
want
just
to
this
be a support
nerve.
for the patients we serve, but it's not only for those patients, it's for that entire family.
Right.
And of course, when you think of any type of loss, then children can definitely, be impacted with such things. So we just want to be able to offer that support to our community. We do live in a rural area, so there's not a lot of
yeah.
resources. So we're glad to be able to fill in some of the gaps and be able to offer some services and programs that we may lack around here. But again, I think it's just believing in our mission and
Well,
wanting
that's clear.
patients to have that comfort at the end of life, and then offering that support to the family as follow-up.
Well, that is very clear that y'all are very passionate about what you do. And again, it's coming up Thursday, March the 15th, Camp Haven, children ages 5 through 12. You do need to register ahead of time. And that is, the deadline is February 28th. Is
Correct.
that right?
It is.
And if they do that by then, they're going to get a T-shirt too.
Correct.
That'll
They
be-
sure will.
That'll be
So,
fantastic.
yes,
Yeah, that'll
we're
be great.
excited.
And so again, that's a Children's Grief Camp, Camp Haven, coming up Thursday, March the 15th. Over at Richmond County Hospice. Now, and I'm seeing this too. The best way to register, can they call?
I really would prefer, they can certainly call, but what I'll do is mail the application to them because, again, it's just so much information that I would need. So if they will call, I will certainly get one mailed to them, email, fax, however.
Perfect.
But we just need the them the information on the
Fantastic.
application.
And we also link this, the school social workers and guidance counselors also have applications, because we do go through them, as a source of some referrals. So they may even, be able to get information from their school as well, or
Right.
definitely
Absolutely.
contacting us either way.
And the number I've got down here, just to make sure, is to contact you directly, is 910-997-4464.
That is correct.
Okay, great. That's 997-4464. Be sure to give them a call if you have questions or want to talk about the application. And it's going to be a fun time, I know, for the kids, and in a way,
Absolutely.
will comfort them as well.
Absolutely.
Well, it was great to have y'all in studio today.
Thank you.
It was
Thank
wonderful to see you, and good to see you again. You have appeared before
Oh yeah, I have fans all over the
on
place.
Live at 5. Yeah, well, we had to open up a gift shop just to sell your merchandise when you
I
came. Nonetheless, folks, Richmond County Hospitals again one last time. Camp Haven coming up Thursday, March the 15th, and we'll be talking about it more on this show and on Good Morning Sand Hills leading up to the event. Certainly a pleasure to have you on studio.
Thank you so much.
Folks, stay with us. When we come back, more news, weather, and sports on your Monday edition of Live at 5. I'm Lance Jenkins, and we're going to take it back, do some more news, weather, and sports right after these messages.
With hospice, you guys just outdo yourselves every day. And I really appreciate it. I honest to God don't know what I would do if it weren't for you. The things that you do, I'm in approval of. And thank you. I don't know what else to say other than thank you.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
Family Pharmacy is a local pharmacy that's been in business in Rockingham for over 10 years. Located in the Food Lion Shopping Center on US 1 North, we have easy access into the store and a drive-thru for your convenience as well. You can download the official Family Pharmacy app at myfamilypharmacy.com, and we'll help you set it up to text you when your prescription is ready, and you can even set it up to fill your prescriptions when due. Our motto is we'll treat you like family, and it's something we truly mean. We take the same care in filling your prescription that we would take for our own family. Family Pharmacy, we'll treat you like family. Welcome back to Live at 5. Now for tonight's top sports story. With his first full season as Richmond Senior High School head football coach under his belt, Brian Till isn't focusing on next season, quite frankly the year after or the next three. No, Till has invested himself, his staff, and his players into the program's long-term future and wants the community to know about it. Set for Thursday, February 22nd, that's this Thursday at 6 o'clock p.m. in the Richmond Senior High cafeteria, the Raider football coaches are extending an invitation to literally everyone in the county to attend their State of the Program event. The purpose of the community meeting, according to Till, is to discuss where the Richmond program currently is, where Till hopes to take it in the long haul, as well as showcase the players and their ongoing commitment and involvement in Richmond County. You can read sports editor Kyle Pillar's full story on today's edition of RichmondObserver.com. Kelsey Russian, our chief weather reporter in studio. I'm telling you, if there's a faithful here in studio, it is Kelsey Russian. I am not on every show. Kelsey is on almost every single show. So Kelsey, tell us what the weather's going to be like for the next 5 days.
Thanks, Lance. Today's 5-day weather forecast is brought to you by Richmond Community College. And the next 5 days for this 5-day weather forecast is, of course, going to be fairly warm. I mean, it is North Carolina. What do you expect? But I'm happy about it. It's going to be warm compared to what we've had. And let's just jump straight in. So starting with Tuesday, with a 20% chance of rain with a high of 78 and a low of 60. And of course, Wednesday, 10% chance of rain, high of 80 and a low of 61. So Wednesday is going to be the warmest day out of these 5 days out of these 5 days. So be prepared for that and don't bundle up too much because you might start to sweat. And then moving on to Thursday with a 20% chance of rain with a high of 80 as well and a low of 58. And then of course Friday, 20% chance of rain, high 76 and a low of 60. And last but not least, Saturday with a 40% chance of rain with a high 79 and a low of 62. So that evening's going to be the warmest, but that afternoon is not going to be as warm as it is on Wednesday. But it's still going to be fairly warm these next 5 days, so be prepared. If you get hot really easily, even on cold days, I guess just stay cool. Stay cool. And now back to the desk.
Thank you, Kelsey. And that is a wrap for your Monday edition of Live at 5. Whether you're listening on the Classic Rock or watching on Facebook, YouTube, or RichmondObserver.com, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. Join us tomorrow, Tuesday. We'll do it all over again and bring you, Richmond County, your nightly news. And remember, you can always watch on the free-to-download Richmond Observer app for Android and iPhone devices. Join the 12,000 other people who've already done the same. God bless, and we will see you tomorrow night. We'll do it all over again right here on Live at 5. So long.